Hello everyone, I am Dr. Anil Shetty from Jain College of Engineering, Belgavi. So today we'll start with the session 4 on manufacturing control and automation. So in today's class I will be covering two main things. One is use of G1, G2 and G3 commands, that is in a linear interpolation, circular interpolation, clockwise and anti-clockwise. Additionally, we will go through the equations which are used to calculate table feed, cutting speed, feed rate, material removal rate, power consumption for face milling and drilling operation performed on vertical milling machines. Okay, so let's start first with Z01, 02 and 03 commands. Now to use these commands, I'm demonstrating that one using a simple problem. So you can see this problem is having this circular cutting operation, okay, milling operation. So what first we have to do is first you have to define 0, 0. So S is a point where I am defining 0, 0. So here anything going towards right side is X positive, anything going left side is X negative, anything going down it is Y negative, anything going up is Y positive, and perpendicular to the screen anything going inside the screen it is minus, up it is Z. Now you can see from S to this 50,0 there is a linear motion. So linear interpolation will happen. So the whatever the milling operation will happen, it will be a linear. From here again linear. But from Z0, this say there is a curve of radius 25. So you can see there is a radius of 25 here. Okay. So again you can see Z02 because we are using a clockwise motion here. Okay. So when the tool reaches here, it has to move like this. So that is anti-clockwise motion. So that's why we are going for G03. Then again from here to here it is clockwise motion. So that's why Z02, and from here to here it is Z01, that is the linear, and then again tool will come at this position. Okay. So let's see the program. So in this problem we are not including the cutter compensation. Okay. So see, now the program will start with O followed by few numbers. So this is nothing but the 5678 is the program number. So suppose this is a sub program to any main program and you want to call this program, you can use this number to call this program. Okay. Then the first one is the N01, so that is the line number, and G21 means we are using metric systems. Okay. Then N02, that is the next line, M03 S1000, that means spindle should start in the clockwise direction at a RPM of 1000. Okay. Then the tool is rapidly, G00 is nothing but rapid operation, then X and Y is nothing but what are the coordinates of this one. So let's say tool is there somewhere, so it has to rapidly move and reach 00, that SS position. Okay. So once it is reaches here, what will happen? It is in rapid operation. We don't want any milling operation in between that. Then we are going a linear motion at a depth of Z minus 10. So tool will be here, okay, at minus 10. Then from there the actual face milling operation will start. So how it is done, let's see. So Z01 X50. So from here the tool will move X 50, Y0. So nothing is mentioned, means Y is already mentioned here, so that will only consider. So Y0, so it will do a milling operation. Then from here it has to see, from here 50,0 it has to move 50,20 at a linear interpolation. So 01, so I have mentioned in this case both X and Y values are changed. So X50, Y20, and it is a linear interpolation. Now from here you can see it is G02. Okay. So what is happening? Z02, and X is 25, Y is 45, and what is the radius? It is 25. So and it is a counterclockwise direction. So it will tool will go like this and reach at this point. Then we are defining the next one. So you can see this is a counterclockwise direction, and we should use M03. So you can see here it is going and reaching at this part. Okay, sorry, the first part was clockwise direction. Okay, so this one is anti-clockwise direction. So how it is done? Z03. So tool is here. I have to go to this position. So I have to mention the endpoints location. So it is minus 25 plus 45. So x minus 25 plus 45. Okay, and I have to go anti-clockwise direction. So from here I move anti-clockwise direction at a coordinate minus 25 45 of a radius equal to 25. Okay, so from here till this position in anti-clockwise direction at a radius of 20. Similarly, if you see from here, what should happen? It should move. So this is my starting point. I have to go at this point. So Z02, what is the end point? Minus 50 plus 20 at a radius of 25. Okay, then from here it is a linear interpolation. That's why I go for M01. I don't have to change the x value because only y value is changing. So if nothing is mentioned about x and y, whatever the earlier x and y positions are there, that are taken into picture. Okay, so you can see from here I am moving at this position, that is G01 x0. So x is 0, y is 0. I reached here, and from here the tool will move up from the workpiece at a distance 10 mm. Okay, that is a rapid motion. And then M50, M30, that is the spindle will get switched off and the program will end. So if you want to see this complete program, it will look like this. Okay, so you can see this program completely. Okay. So you can see one more time, I'll repeat, 05678. So that is the program number. So N0 G21 metric. So then M03 S1000, that means spindle will start in clockwise direction at a RPM of 1000. Then if the tool is here, I'll rapidly move it to Z0. So the rapid motion at a 00. Then from there I'll go a depth of minus 10, and then I will start moving in linear interpolation. From this position I'll go here, that is linear interpolation, that is Z01 x50 y0. Then again linear interpolation Z01, only y is changing, so that's why you can see y is 20. And then from here I am going circular interpolation. Okay, so when I am here I have to mention what is my endpoint. Endpoint is this one, so that's why you can see x25 y45, and then I have to give the radius. So radius is 25, and which type of direction? This is clockwise. So Z02 x25 y45 r25. Okay, then once I reach here, again I have to check the endpoint. Endpoint is this minus 25 45, again counterclockwise direction at a radius of 25. So same x03 minus 25 endpoint and the radius. So like this, again we have to continue one more this one, and then again linear interpolation, that is here, and then I have to reach my original point, that is S. And once I reach here, the tool has to come up, so at a distance of 10 mm above the workpiece, and then we rapidly move the motion, and then we can stop the operation using M05 and the program of M30. Okay, so hope you with this one you able to understand what you mean by Z01, 02 and 03. Okay. Now next we will see some formulas for milling operation using milling cutter. So here I am using milling cutter. So you can see this is a milling cutter. Okay, so whatever the yellow color you are seeing, that are the inserts. So many times we are using carbide inserts. Okay, so this inserts only will get wear out, so we have to just go on changing this inserts. So let's start. So all the formulas are taken from this Sandvik company, okay, data handbook. So this is the one of the world's best known tool manufacturers. Okay, so first is table feed. Okay, table feed is given by FZ n into z effective. So what is fz? Fz is nothing but feed per tooth. Okay, so what is the so many teeth are there? Okay, s is nothing but the spindle speed, and this is the number of effective teeth. So if I see in this one 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 teeth are there. Okay, so so that will become 8. So this will be in millimeter per minute. Next is cutting speed. So cutting speed is given by pi dc cap into n by 1000. So d is nothing but the cutter diameter at the cutting depth, and n is the speed of the spindle. Similarly, if you know the cutting speed, you can calculate the spindle speed using this formula, that is Vc into 1000 divided by pi d cap. Okay, so this is the same as what earlier it is, just rearranged. This will give in revolutions per minute, spindle speed in revolutions per minute, that is nothing but rpm. Next is the feed per tooth. So that is given by Vf divided by n into z effective. So Vf is nothing but table feed, n is the spindle speed, and z is effective number of effective teeth. So this is needed when you have an idea of what is table feed. Okay. Next is feed per revolutions. So when we want to see feed per revolution, we want to calculate, we have to use Vf by n. N is nothing but spindle speed, Vf is table feed. So here we will get feed in millimeter per revolutions of the spindle. Next, one of the important is material removal rate. So material removal rate is given by equation a suffix p multiplied by a suffix e and v suffix f, where ap and ae is nothing but cutting depth and working engagement. Okay. So this will give what is the amount of material is removed per minute. Next is, it is important to calculate what is the power consumption while I am using that machine. So that can be used using these equations, where AP is again cutting depth, A is working engagement, VF is the table feed, and Kc is the specific cutting force. So this formula will give you the power consumption in kilowatt. Fine. So next, till now we have saw the formulas for milling operation on a vertical milling machines. In vertical milling machines, whatever the cutters we are using, the number of teeth are more. But in case of a drilling operation, what we are performing on a vertical milling machine, the formulas are roughly remain same with slight changes. Okay. So let's first is the penetration rate. So at what rate the tool will be moving down on the workpiece. So that is given by Fn into n, where Fn is the feed per revolutions and n is the spindle speed. Similarly, feed per revolutions is given by rearranging the earlier formula, that is the penetration rate divided by spindle speed. Next, when we need the cutting speed, it is given by pi into dc into n by 1000, where dc is nothing but the diameter of the drilling tool. So this will, from this we can find the cutting speed required. Similarly, what should be the spindle speed can be calculated using this formula, where Vc is the cutting speed and dc is nothing but the diameter of the drilling tool. And similarly, the metal removal rate is found by Vc into dc Fn upon 4, where Vc is nothing but cutting speed, dc is the diameter of the drill bit, and Fn is the feed per revolution. And this is the formula if we are using a drilling operation on vertical milling machine to calculate what is the power consumption. So where Vc is cutting speed, this is the diameter of the drill bit, Fn is feed per revolution, and Kc is specific cutting force. So all these equations, whatever you are seeing, they are very important when you have to define, give the spindle speed or give the feed rate, all these steps while doing the program. Okay, so we will stop here. So if you have any questions, please contact me on the above mail ID. Okay, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel.